Good morning! Welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee number 250, which is a lot. Just noticed I've got two brooms, Annie. I've got two brooms there that I'm flexing. You're obviously buying too much stuff if I can afford to flex my two brooms. I hope you're all doing well. I've just had a little look of the chat. Apparently everyone's smelling very nice, which is good. Freshly opened board games. We had that yesterday. Andy's got a new game. Although, actually, we co-own a new game because that's what we do now. I think I chipped in so that we got the deluxe version. I may talk about it later. It's not on brand. It's bad Squiddo though. If you're used to the other horrific games that we have, so yes, hello. I'm a little bit alive. A little bit. Um, yeah, I'm freestyling this week. I've got no notes, no notes. So I'll be telling you about the move to the new place, as I've been setting up all week. I am dead. I think I was dead last week, and I'm even more dead now. But I have had a big sleep. Pondering going out after this. Can't tell if the sky is blue or if it's all pre-storm. Um, but I'd kind of want to go out to the garden centre because I haven't been outside very much. I've just been office. So my life since we got the letter, which was before that attack now, um, so pretty much the last month. What's going on there? What's that little boop going on? Since I got the letter, basically, everything has been non-stop. Move the office and move the office, or before I was physically moving, find office, move office, get Kickstarters out. So it's just been absolutely like work, sleep, work, sleep. I've been coming back super late, going to bed, waking up, coming back out. Barely seen the poor little pigs, just giving them their drugs. I'm just the drug meister now. Um, so I'm having today off from all that, but I might have a little bit of a little bit of a guys gardening, whatever. There's not much to garden really, because I'm kind of just letting it do its thing. But I fancy putting a couple of getting some cheapy bedding plants just kickstart it a little bit. A couple of the gaps where I'm not sure if stuff's coming back to pop a few little cheeky little ones. It's mostly the garden centre experience, isn't it? I don't think I've been this year, and it's March. I'm going to sort that out, don't I? Um, the garden centre experience, the browsing, the playful touching of the leaves, the the checking out of the cats because there's like 8 different cats at the garden centre that I like. Yay, Lil's here. I did link. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. I meant to, and I forgot. Oops, sorry. I didn't post a link on Facebook. Oops. But Lil's found me now. She found me now. Um, so mug reveal. It's one of the larger mugs. It's not the cooling tower. It's the Weird World mug. One, because it's large, and two, in thanks to Ian of Fenris, as it's a Fenris Games mug, who helped me out loads. He's been here twice this week, helping me move things from A to B, going, here we are again, moving stuff from one place to another place. Um, so thank you very much. Cheers to Ian. You should go and buy some stuff off Ian as well, and put in the comments like cheers for being a hero. That'd be ace. He does some cool stuff, so check him out. Fenris Games. Cheers to a typo. Debris Games. Debris Games. That's a good name because it's like lots of scattering, isn't it? Debris Games. Oh, old Nick's going a Sunday shop at Waitrose. Ooh la la. Mm-mm. So, what's happened since last week? I'll also fill you in on what the council have been up to. Um, Also, my hands, my hands have been so sore. Um, yeah, I should do a contest for mug reveal. Also, again, I said this about a year ago. Now I've got that Sunday morning coffee logo done. I need to get them made into mugs. I need to get the mug person back onto it. Um, because I'm sure you'll all say in the comments if you'd buy a Sunday morning coffee mug. I don't know how much, maybe like a tenner or a bit more than a tenner if they're mega mugs. I don't know how much they cost these days as a thingy, but say about a tenner, maybe 12. would you get a one with Sunday morning coffee on? You could have it with Sunday morning coffee. Um, I've got Marty. I'm gonna. Oh shit! I never replied to Marty. That's just reminded me. But I can show you a bit of a spoiler, but without saying what it's for. Marty's working on a new logo for me. It's not Sunday morning coffee or Bad Squiddo. Um, these are, I needed to pick one. These are the sketches before we started. Think I'm going to go for the middle one with a couple tweaks. Um, so, oh God, it's going to work. So, oh yeah, turn the brightness down. That's the hack. Oh, not that far down though. So that's some options of what Marty is drawing for me at the moment. And I'm not going to give you any other things, any other info. Yeah, I feel so. Every time I've done mugs, it's been these because I feel like we all have so many mugs, but getting a massive mug, they're nicer mugs. It's all I use at work because I think I've got two Fenris mugs. Um, I've got the Weird World, and I think I've got like the trolls, the little brownie guys. Um, I've got the original Bad Squiddo mug, a wizard Bad Squiddo mug, and the guinea pig weep one. Yeah, and they're mostly the mugs that I use because they're just nice grab, and they nice grabber. Especially because I have so much milk in mine. If I have a normal sized mug, there's barely any coffee in it. Mm. So last week I was corpse. I'm a bit less of a corpse this week. Yes. Oh no, I just said I'm more of a corpse. I actually feel a bit more pepped actually. Um, so last Saturday we moved, and everyone was ace, and I got like 95% of the stuff moved, which was wicked. I pretty much slept after the show. I straight away. I think I was falling asleep during the thing. Um, so brain. Yeah, so I went straight and slept pretty much till about 6 p.m. I think after last week's. Um, so then pretty much all this week I've been back and forth between here, old office, and new office. Um, where else did I go? On the range, the range. Um, just building. I've been building. If you follow me on Instagram or if you look at Facebook stories, I never look at Facebook stories, so I forget that other people. I forget that other people do, because I share the Instagram stories over to Facebook so more people can see them. But I've been doing some little like midnight Annie's vlogs of this is what I've done today. Um, so if you've watched them, you've got a spoiler. You're already ahead. Also, I will discuss the title of the episode about sand place because I totally forgot. I not blanked it, but I just forgot. Um, and I remembered yesterday and got really giggly about it. So I thought I'm going to tell everyone now because it was one of the secrets that I had at the time, and I couldn't because yeah, I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more. So it's like this secret has now expired, so I can tell you. I think I'd forgot because I'd gone, oh, it's a secret. Put it in the secret zone. Anyway, um, so this week I have been building the new land. It's getting there. I reckon 75% set up now. It's been really knackering. I keep saying to people, I'm going to be on the cover of Gridwall Monthly. Gotta make it. I've built all of my racking into one mega rack. And it ain't going nowhere. It's a beast, but it's just so much measuring because it's like once this thing is up, it is not moving. It cannot move, so has to be in the perfect spot for any future growth, any of that. Um, because I have so much stuff, it was that sort of move where there's so many boxes, you need to get into the boxes to unpack the things to put the other boxes on. And then you just get really stressed because you're like, I can't, there's just stuff everywhere. So all week I've just bruises and scratches. All my new neighbours have heard is ow, ow, ow. I've just been ow. Pegs, always getting myself caught on pegs. Um, Hey, we've got handiwork games wants to know about the sand. Yeah, the sand is it's a good story, so you've got to stick around for it. You've got to listen to my ramblings first. Um, oh yeah, and the backdrop books survived the move, yes, due to the new excellent storage that I have for them. Yes, I feel if not, it may have been very expensive. There's been a few things on the way I've gone, oh, that's broke. Oh, it's collateral, definitely just collateral. Um, so the mega rack is up. It is a thing of beauty. I haven't really shown anyone what it's looking like yet because I want to wait till the grand reveal. Though I've shown a few sort of close-uppy bits. Um, so mega rack is awesome. That's nearly up now. Um, and then it's working with the space because I've got kind of two offices merged into one, but split into the garage as well. So there's just a lot of stuff and trying to figure out where it's going to go, get the space right, use the lighting. Definitely want a dedicated space for the photography because that's a thing that I really really love. Um, as well as then I realised that my office joins onto another office via a door because the idea is that if you ever want to rent like the two, you can have your door, and then there's lots of like sort of it's a bit of a not connects, but it sort of connects sort of way. Um, so obviously, while there's two different offices there, it remains locked. But because there's those two doors as well as the entry door, um, the noise has just come straight through. So I was kind of hearing all of the conversations they were having next door and in the canteen. And I thought, oh, that's going to work the other way. Most of the time, I don't make much noise because it's just me, but I occasionally have a phone call or be listening to a show while I'm working or something. Um, I thought, "Ah, I better do that now before it becomes a problem." So, there was a bunch of furniture that I thought I'm going to put there, but I don't want to put it there till I've soundproofed the door. So, so I'd been then was then researched, sat on the floor researching best ways to soundproof that aren't £1 million. And I don't need to soundproof it, for like drums or anything. I just want to muffle human speech, but not alien speech. So I was, yeah, learning all about that and going, right, what can I get? What can I do? So in the end, if you're interested, I went for a sort of piping that jams between all the door cracks, big piping thing for the bottom, like sort of draft excluder sort of thing. And then a big curtain that velcros around the whole thing with like magnet, and you can also magnet your way in and store inside one of the doors. Um, I store the my little mat, my nap mat. So that acts as extra insulation. And then when I want to have a little nap, I just open the thing up, grab it out, and then everyone can hear me snoring. Yay! And the other door, I did the same treatment to it, but it's got a bookcase, two bookcases sort of like going across it. So I got soundproof panels, the foam ones, or felt, they're just like thick felt, and put them on the back of the door, because obviously got to do minimal damage to the place. Um, Put them all on the back, up against the thing. I could hear the sound decreasing as I was doing it. It's like, yes, excellent, excellent. By canteen, it's not like a hot food canteen. It's just like a nice big kitchen, but quite a lot of people use it, which is really nice. I introduced myself to a couple of people last week. No, this week, like Monday or something. But I haven't properly. So I'm gonna bite the bullet because drink. Hang on, sorry, check. I'll check a message. Oh yeah. Um, because what was I talking about? Um, I've really enjoyed chatting and getting the solidarity with all the other people at Lenton Business Centre. But as we're all leaving, so what was it? So brain. Uh, yes, so I thought actually it'd be nice to know my neighbours before there's some kind of horrific thing happening to us all. So it's going to be really cringe, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to knock around as many doors, give them my card, and just be like, "Hi, I'm the new neighbour. I'm here," and most of them will probably just kind of look up from their computers and go, "Okay." But it's nice. Then I can get used to the sort of the faces around. Um, Yes, painted wargames, managed to get in to the same place. So they're gonna be my chums. So that's really nice. So they're moving today, actually. So they're moving a load of stuff over, which is ace. Um, we're the main people kind of left in the wargames land. Spectre and North Star are still in. They're in the workshops that haven't been evicted yet. Um, but everyone's looking. Yes, Jill says maybe take some of Andy's baked goods. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. Some nice bits of bribery, and yeah, some people will go, "Who's this loser?" But other people might go, "Hey, I now know someone else in the building. What a nice thing." I want to go say hello to RP Models as well. I think they're in the basement of the building, but I want to wait till I've got my thing all set up. So if someone goes, "Oh, well, let's see what you do," they don't just come into my hell zone of stuff everywhere. Yeah, biscuits with like my details printed on. So yeah, I think I'm going to do something like that. Maybe nearer the end of next week. That'd be nice. And good bit of rejection therapy. Um, yeah, as Peter says, you need to make friends so they'll sign for parcels and that also. Um, what else? So building going well. The plants love it. I love it. The light is amazing. I'm really chuffed that I found. I was talking to one of the other tenants at Lenton who said they looked at it before me and decided against it. And I went, thank you so much, because if I hadn't found that room, I would be in an absolute mess by now. And I really hope I wouldn't have had to choose some of the ones that I was kind of like about because of thinking, well, that's all I can have. So the idea of doing what I've been doing this week to somewhere that I think I'm only going to be here a short amount of time is horrid. That would be the worst. So I'm really pleased with it and really pleased with how I've been moving the space around. And as I started getting kind of ill knackered on Thursday, Friday, um, I then kind of did a bit more sit down tasks that aren't just lifting, because just that constant getting up and down, um, moving things about, I've just felt so exhausted. And just, yeah, simple tasks taking a long time. So I'm a sucker for sticky back plastic. So I was I've been sticky back plasticking things, and then I nipped in the range and got a couple little tester pots. So I started painting a few little bits of sort of older furniture that I've got. I got some drawers and a cupboard unit from Duncan McFarlane, and I wanted to bring some of his essence to the new place. Um, I think I said that I've been distracted by this woman, right? It's the bio strip woman. She just doesn't look quite right, and I don't mean to face shame her or anything. It's just like there's something not right. I think it's the expression. It's almost like uncanny valley. Like I don't know, maybe the direction of them just telling her how to smile with it. It's kind of like I love bio strip, I guess. That's what I'm gonna turn her around. Sorry, lady. Sorry, bio strip lady. Um, Is it an old mill building? Ah, then you can mutter trouble at mill. I'll find out actually. It is one of those old buildings. There's quite a lot of them around there. Um, yeah, it's not right. So it's not her. It's the expression and the weird lighting. It's just weird. It's a weird picture. It's a weird picture. Sorry, biostrip representative lady. Feel like they went like our product. We can't really show it because it's just goo. So we could have a lady on the front, and she said like, I don't want no, or we don't want to hire anyone. We'll ask you, random other woman who works here, or maybe it owns. Maybe she is the owner of Biostrip. Like if we put a woman on it, it might help sell it. And she's kind of gone, like, hold a paintbrush. Oh no, we're terrible. Okay, oh, well, nice. She's kind of gone, yeah, I think I should be on the next bio strip. Anyway, um, she's all the way round. She's all the way round. Right, turn around. Um, so I was all the things. Oh yeah, all the stickers on the furniture. I did at one point go, I may have fabloned too close to the sun. There's all these different patterns everywhere. Yeah, so I brought the Duncan furniture. In my kind of, I very randomly choose when to be sentimental. I went Duncan's standard, probably IKEA from back in the day furniture needs to come with me. It's carrying Duncan's essence. But I think because looking at it always reminds me of Duncan, and I like the thing of the idea of, you know, you're only gone till like people stop thinking about you or the effects of what you've done. So I like to have that little memento as a nice what's it? I'm just the it's just a nice, yeah, it's a nice thing. It's part like I'm building on that wargaming journey, and maybe one day someone will have a bit of my crappy furniture and go, oh, think of the things that Bad Squiddo did, and that sort of rubbishy thing. Jamie says it's the face you pull when you've used biostrip in an insufficiently ventilated space. 1 more hour and she's full biostrip ghoul. I think that might be how it works. So I jazzed up Duncan's units with these like fantasy crazy mushroom stuff, and I was like, yeah, he'd approve of that. I think that was cool. Um, yeah, just doing all of it's the mental and physical because of all of the calculations of like everything has to be as space efficient as possible. Deciding what comes here, what goes to the garage, what goes to the house, what has to go to the tip, what I can try and rehome, all in a very short space of time. As my tenancy ends Tuesday, so everything has to be out. So been doing that all week, getting it nearly looking like an office. Ian was very impressed because he saw it on I think Tuesday and then Saturday, um, and saw the difference, and he was like, "Whoa, you have been busy." Like, have I? Tell me I'm good, please. I bought a telescopic ladder, which I then thought, no, you know what? Some tools you should have to have licenses to buy, and I should not be given the license. I still have all my fingers, but it's a matter of time. Um, I did read all the instructions really closely, and then still managed to press a bit and go, ah. um, days to come, there'll be some hobby maker with an old pot of Squiddo strip with your face on it. Exactly. Biostrip lady looks like she's been photoshopped. Yeah, that's it. It's like the hand as well. Yeah, they've kind of put a photo of her. She might just be a stock image. They've gone get a smiley person and then just get a hand with a paintbrush and put it in. I think that's a fun. Yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, go away, biostrip lady, haunting me now. She's going to be my nightmare. My current dreams. I know that's what everyone loves to hear. Um, I keep having dreams that I'm a real estate agent, and it's so boring. And I wake up just like, oh, I'm done trying to sell people houses. What is that? What is that? Um, yeah. Oh, Jill. Yes, we're getting to the bottom of this. Oh no, but BioStrip is for walls actually, because it's not for minis. It's for you put it on the wall paint. It just happened. It works really well on minis, so it could be that. Um, it works on the toughest applications without the hazards of conventional products. It is a British product. It's again very proud to be proud to be a from Biostrip country. Um, Wicker Man has been out at the farmers market. I hope you got lots of lovely things. What have we got? So, long story short, office is coming together and it's looking ace and it's going to be awesome. Um, Royal Mail is set up. I thought they'd just kind of abandoned me, and then I got an email yesterday saying your first collection will be Monday the 3rd. So I'm going to test that out. So it's not quite order ready yet, but I'm going to manage to get a few things packed at least. So I can go down, meet the man with I'll just maybe get some first classes. So I've just got one sack of them, um, and get those out because that'll be wicked. And I've got my new little buzz. Show you. Got my name on the thing. Um, I think Jamie's at risk of eating some of it. Some bio strip. What were they looking for? Oh, my gallery. Yeah, gallery photograph. Um, oh yeah, unrelated, but this is the plant pot in my garden that I keep chuckling at and saying it represents my current mental health state. Look, so the pot is frosted off. Oh, you can see my face twice there. Whey. There we go. The pot has frost broken, but the plants they're still clinging on there for dear life. But at any moment, it's all going to become a disaster. That's my mental health. Um, What am I looking for? Oh yeah, my name on the buzzer. Um, if you ever call a substance forbidden yogurt, you're on the edge of making a poor decision. This is correct. So here's the little buzz to get in. Oh, I had it focused there. Wait, see? Bad Squiddo. And managed to fit some little hearts on there. So my roots feel exposed. Yeah, that's just minister. So is that okay for the plants? Went, I don't know. I have no idea. I just kind of like it. Um, so yeah, so the buzzer's up. So I've finally got a buzzer. I don't need to chase vans around car parks anymore. Um, so can test that out for All Mail Monday. So then shipping can resume. I won't for a little while. I'll just do like a few bits a day while I'm still getting the rest of the bits together. But it means that it can almost be operational, fully operational. And the something that's now bothering me, I think because I'm nearing the end of it now, is oh my god, I've had like a month where I've not been able to promote my business at all because all my posts have just been like, here's some moving updates, here's some moving updates. So being able to like get back to going, hey, we make cool products. It's gonna help because yeah, it's had such an impact, I'm smiling, such a negative impact on my business. So to be able to sort of actually do stuff again will be cool. I've missed so many events, fun events that I would enjoy. But what I'm not missing next Saturday, I don't know if Alec has a ticket or not, but I think you'd have, is the symposium of women in intelligence on Saturday. And I'm going to that regardless. So I'm making sure I'm going to go to that. Um, so that's something to look forward to. Though will be also very knackering. So I do also need to make sure I get some days of doing nothing. So next, what? I thought you got a ticket. I don't go on my own. I don't know if it's sold out. Let's just look it up. Is it sold out? Is it sold out? It's not sold out. It's not sold out. Go get a ticket. Go get a ticket. Um, so it's Mates 2 Minis 2 happening this year. I'm not sure. I'm going to see Curtis next week. He keeps popping over. But I'm not sure. But I did. Oh yeah, I did meet up on Tuesday with Turnip Con Ben and Turnip Max amidst all of the mayhem. And we went on a little adventure, and I can't say much more about it. It was so cool. It was so cool. So that would be next year. So something cool maybe happening in Nottingham is happening in Nottingham next year. But I don't know about this year. And I feel like the move has kind of spanned my Squiddo Con because that's of extra energy. I'm so frustrated that my releases of them my projects have all been pushed back by this, but that's partly why I've just been overdoing it, going, I need to get back to normal operations as soon as possible. Um, I haven't even looked at my calendar, which is shocking because it means that I've just missed loads of things, but I daren't look at what I've missed. Um, what else? What are we on half an hour? I think I will go to the garden centre, the world can't stop me. It's more like, oh, I've got to go outside again, as in like leave the house. But I think I'll go for a little bit because they do really nice tea and cake and get a few little plants, I think. And then this afternoon, I could just putting them in. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? See where I've got some gaps. Maybe see if there's anything I can fix that pot with. Do you have any suggestions? I don't know. All I can think of is like some really strong tape. Something I don't know. Some cable ties and plastic or something, other than just ditching the whole pot. I'm not sure. Like Google it. Fix pot. Um, so I think yeah, I'm gonna do some strimming on there. Yeah, yeah, it's gardening. So other news, the move is very successful. Everything is getting there. Rope and hope. Yeah, that's it. Look, actually, we are. Daniel, you can go back to bed after this. You've achieved for the day. That's the yes, you've done it. You've done it. Mm. So orders will be coming back again, shipping on Monday. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll wait till Annie gets sorted, pop that Pop it in. Oops, a little plant there. Um, yeah, two-part epoxy. Just put loads of milliput on there. Yeah, to think about it. It's just such a big crack. I think it's eventually all gonna shatter. Frost-proof indeed, not so much. Um, Other bits, I've actually been squirreling away as well, because there's loads of things that I'm out of stock of, and I got all those ordered. So anything that you've been looking for on Bad Squiddo that's not in stock, I've probably ordered it. So that's really cool. Um, I have been getting to work with a few of the sculpts. I did a few commissions this week as well as the super thing I'm working on with Marty. So I'm still on it. And I don't think I said last week, I think it was a phone call with the caster this week. And I said something really, and I thought, as I was saying it, I went, yeah. Because obviously lots of people have been concerned, waiting for my inevitable crash, which will come. But I've been really good. I've just been tired. I've just been exhausted and emotional. But I was telling him how, whilst it is all very terrible, I said at no point during this has it made me go, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. F this. Like, what's the point? Here's just another thing, because it is. It's the amount of things that we've had to overcome over the years. Um, started in debt, had all the casting issues that nearly killed us. The move to Nottingham nearly killed us. Then the Brexit, COVID, new regulations. Just there's something all the time that's just like, here's another punch. And I did say, like, it's getting worse. It's supposed to get better, but it's just like there's more things making it even harder all the time. Um, but at no point since I got that letter did I just go, that's it. It's just, it like activated the part of my brain that's gone, no, I'm even more determined than ever, which is what's got me through this, I think, and made it so that I can do it. Jamie says you persist primarily through spicing whatever is out to get you. Um, yeah, so it's like it's really motivated me. So while I've been sad at the situation and the unfairness and all that sort of stuff, it's made me really motivated for Squiddo. 'Cause I'm like, no, we're gonna do this, get this out of the way, and then we're gonna be even better. And this whole thing is just gonna be a blip, which brings me on to the point. The point. I'll never get to the point. That'd be silly. I'm gonna have coffee, and then I'll tell you about the title of the show. While I'm slurping this, you could like, if you haven't yet, the old thumb up. So I was thinking about blips in the Bad Squiddo history yesterday, and I don't know how I'd forgot, but I was telling Ian about it. So I was going, well, this is just going to be, thought it was going to be long term, because I was doing the whole like, by my office, going, uh, and I went, there's been many strange offices in the Bad Squiddo history, and one which I don't think I ever told anyone about, because I don't think it was allowed at the time. It was more of those like weird secret things. And then obviously time passed and I just forgot about it and never went, oh, by the way. So, saying to Ian, did I ever tell you about the office of sand? I forgot. And it was me and another company, and I messaged the other company, it's all the sand. He was like, yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Yeah. So probably like 8 years ago, there was I was when I was subletting from Firestorm Games. So it doesn't impact Fire. I'm like, yeah, I can mention Firestorm because it was nothing to do with them. So they're not in trouble. So I was part of the few officers subletting from Firestorm Games at the very start of Bad Squiddo. So this wasn't the very start. It was probably about 8 years ago, maybe not, because it was about at least a year. I think I had this sand office, um, and I was really trapped for space at Firestorm. Before we ended up upstairs of it, where it was huge, but we still used the sand place. So, a company that was in one of the adjacent warehouses I don't know how the conversation came about, but they said, right, we're using this, and it's just big warehouse, because the old, it's not the current Firestorm location. The one before that used to be a sofa warehouse type place, big open, and this was just entirely raw, big warehouse, big industrial warehouse. And they said, we're using this to store sand. And I can't remember what it was for. I think I put on a post on stories yesterday that was track. I don't think it was track racing. It was something to do with sport. It might have been the like monster trucks. Yeah, it might have been monster trucks, but they needed a lot of sand. And it was cheaper to just store it there than to get it shipped or like buy it and dispose of it or something. So they had this mega warehouse and all these trucks, and they came and like dumped like a million sand in there. And I was googling sand warehouse last night, and I couldn't find a photo that was kind of close enough representation. I kind of did a bit. Most of them are AI now, which is great. Thanks AI. Um, but yeah, imagine you walk into the warehouse, like where the Ark of the Covenant is stored, and it's sand nearly up to the ceiling. And at some point, a conversation happened. They said, "Yeah, we don't want to go in there, and we've got nothing to, protect because it's just sand. No one's going to come and nick sand. Um, so if you want to sort of just use our space, you can." So a lot of the big warehouses, you'll have the sort of side office, which is usually where people, work on the computers and have a heated area. So it's like a little bit. So there was one of those. Oh my god, it's Emotep. Um, so it was all kind of like half smashed windows, I think, as well. But to get to the side office, you had to climb over the sand, but not the huge lump of sand. You had to sort of like, if that was the mound. Hang on. Oh no, Biostrip! She keeps turning. She's rotating herself. Hang on. If that's the mound, you'd kind of like have to just the top half. That's just floor there. You'd have to kind of go up around like that bit. So you'd have to go around the side bit over this sand to get into the office, but you'd kind of slide down the last bit. So we mostly stored things like some show bits, show racks, extra packaging and stuff in there rather than anything nice. Um, it's over time, all this sand was just like pouring into the office. So we'd be constantly like brushing sand off stuff. And when you'd been in there, because it was like slightly damp sand, you'd then have be traipsing sand everywhere. So then Firestorm were like, "Have you been in the sand place again? You're putting sand everywhere. Now we've got a Hoover." No, I haven't been in the sand. That was I was about it was more than a year. No, it was more than a year that I had an office in Sand, and I say sublet. I didn't pay. It was just a clickbait title there. They just let us use it. So in weird offices that I've had, it's the sand was a time. It was a time for sure. The sand. Um, the sand place. It's definitely going to be a bit in my autobiography. You didn't even have one broom then, let alone two. How far I've come now. Um, so yeah, so I've had some weird offices over the time, some sand. So it was sad because I really did think I was going to be there for a lot longer, and just the whole legacy of that wargaming around that, that whole area. It's just like this is sad, and it sucks. But I'm still in a better position than like pretty much everyone else at the business centre. So I've got that weird survivor guilt thing going on, because I managed to get myself sorted so quickly. A lot of people haven't. Um, Yes, not yesterday. Friday was the first eviction day because there's two buildings. The other building's eviction day was Friday. They have allowed them to have the weekend. Um, so it's Monday, and then my eviction day is Tuesday, and that's where I think it's going to start. It's all going to start getting a bit messy because I don't know if some people are going to be refusing to leave, and what they're doing regarding, I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen. But there's a lot of people with a huge amount of things in there, and they're not going to be able to get it out in time. So I don't know what's going to happen. The council are enraging me because they keep saying about how they're doing all they can to assist. Like they've done nothing. They sent us a letter saying, "Can you get out?" And that was it. So they are not doing all they can to assist. Um, I saw another leaked document yesterday as well, and I'm just like, it's lies. It's all lies. Um, it's horrific. It's definite setup. There's clearly are fire issues with the building. It's an old building. Some people have commented and going, "Oh, you'd all complain if they didn't do anything and you all died in fire." Like, yeah, absolutely. Um, but them not sharing that information or offering any other resolution other than you've all got to go. They've now decided it's £1 million to make the building work again, and I just say again, there's more happening in the background. But what I have linked to below is the petition. Again, I'm never a mega fan of petitions because I do think they make people feel like, well, I've done my bit, and they don't really do much. But it's a nice additional thing to have. It's a nice accompaniment to say, look, the people disagree, so the petition's there. And the GoFundMe is there. Um, it probably won't help me, but that's not a reason to not donate. I just don't want to go and do sort of false pretenses. It's more going to help the people that are still there. I've chucked a bunch of money into it. If you have the spare money and think, yeah, I'd like to do that, the link is below. You're not obliged. There's no particular purpose for it at the moment, but it's just like a general pot of money to help. Again, I can't say exactly what they're up to at the moment, just in case council spies are around. But some legal stuff that's pot of money that they can access. Any sort of legal bits. I put some money in, and I'm happy for them to do whatever with it. Because like if it ends up helping, some people get a van to get out of there quicker or things like that. So it's a bit of a fund for that. So the links are below. Obviously to do the petition is free and it helps a lot, and you can go woo. So yeah, so that's there. We're still fighting, and I've been chatting because I've been chatting to a lot of people saying, look, I know I'm going, but I'm still still want to help. So I've just been kind of, yeah, absolutely knackered, moving all over the place. um what else? I'm going to go shortly because the battery is dying on there as well. General skedaddle fund, yes. um Oh, Daniel, I didn't even send you that skedaddle video. I'm going to send you the skedaddle video after. That's funny because I was using the word skedaddle a lot yesterday. Interesting. Um, I'll send you the video. Mm. Mm. What have I got? What's going on here? Yeah, they need to find sand storage warehouse. So there are a few of them now talking about getting somewhere together, which would be really nice. Um, hopefully some sort of community thing comes from it. And oh, my hands. I'm doing that and my hands are just so sore because it's just been like doing that all the time. Um, and yeah, gardening won't be hard. It's gentle gardening. It's only little plants. I'm not going to plant any trees or anything, I think. Um, Other bits news. So boo, Nottingham Council. Oh yeah, I want to make a little poster or something, and I haven't quite perfected the words, but I want it to be something like Nottingham City Council are all up for showing off Games Workshop because it's bigger than fishing, but then they're closing the workshops. So how are you going to get another Games Workshop? Something like that, but it's not very catchy, is it? But you know what I mean? That they're like, oh yeah, we love Games Workshop. Look, we're so proud. This is so Nottingham based, and look what we've done. This is so amazing. We'll take all that credit. Um, and then there's other in the same industry that are much smaller, and they're like, get out, you workshop. We don't need you. And I'm like, but we could be the next Games Workshop, but we can't. I don't want to be the next Games Workshop. I'm pretty sure I won't be. But theoretically, all these small businesses could be as brilliant for Nottingham, but if they keep evicting everyone, they won't find out. Um, yeah, Nottingham Council destroying the next Games Workshop. That'd be a good. I'll get Discourse Minis or someone. That's a good clickbait. YouTube. Anyone's welcome to use that. Don't mind. It's a good. It'll work. It'll work. Is the next Games Workshop killed by Nottingham Council? Something like that. Other news before again. Pigs are good. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some food. It's very exciting. My house isn't too bad. I'm just so tired. But I'm so pumped for like the future of Bad Squiddo, and that's been a good thing to come out of it. The new place has been a good thing to come out of it because actually it's just I think I'm eventually, other than not having North Star around, which is going to suck. I think I might end up being happier there. Just the general feel of it all and the light. The main thing is just like the light is so good. Um, it's just so nice. Most times I've been there, or I've wanted to go and go, oh, I didn't turn the light off. Like I never turned it on. Um, handiwork in the green darkness of the immediate future. There is only eviction. Oh, that's my final thought then. So we went to IKEA as well. Got some meatballs. Yes. And the Skadis pegboard. This is I'm so chuffed with this because there's loads of other ways you can do this, but I like an easy thing that doesn't involve anything too complicated because of brain. So Skaters do the pegboard. They do the smaller pegboard. I think it would also work with the larger one. And it's freestand. The little one you get freestanding. But you can also buy the clips that like sort of clamp it to a table, and it uses the existing. It's very smart. It uses the existing uh, diddlers on it. What are they called? Screw hole bits, fixings. And you just screw it to the table. It's really strong. And I screwed it to a board, just a board, because for the A4 backdrops are a little easier because someone said on Blue Sky they've been propping them up against like a mug or something, and I've usually got some boxes on the go that I kind of lean them up. But when you get to the A3, because there's a lot more paper and less of they're just a bit more. I've had to be using some sort of big boxes, and it's just an excuse for moving, not an excuse for moving. I moved the entire office, but I what's it yeah, good excuse to sort of upgrade some stuff. So I don't really want to have a box around all the time. So what's a nice smoother? So the pegboard just clips to the table, um, and it's strong, and you can lean the A3 books against it, and it just works so well. So I put some pictures on Blue Sky. I haven't posted on Instagram or Facebook or anything, so I need to do that. Um, so I'm really chuffed with that. You can do the same thing with like table clamps and a bit of, Perspex or MDF or something. But I'm one of the people that if I have to do more of the things, I just won't get around to it. It's the fact you can just go to IKEA and go, I'm going to buy that. Um, then it works. So I was really chuffed up to amidst all the move, going, yeah, I've made a way cooler place for sort of propping all the books up. So yeah, top tip. Not sponsored by IKEA. Oh, you can purchase the backdrop books here, including the A3. What? Um, so I'm getting out of here, and hopefully it can almost be sort of returning to normality next week, which would be very lovely. And I can make more progress because I haven't even looked at a book, I've not even seen a book. I have seen loads of books, but I haven't opened a book. So thank you for coming along. I'm gonna eat some food and maybe go to the garden centre, or at least the garden centre in my garden, the centre of my garden. So cheers, thanks for the support. You are wicked, and I'm gonna get out of here. How do I do that? And I will see you around. Might actually be around the internet a bit more next week, rather than just sleeping and working. So goodbye.